Going on behind you, we can hear the megaphone.
There has been some aggression this morning.
A severe weather event in Auckland is seeing evacuations across the city's west and emergency services.
Jacinda Ardern has announced she will not seek re-election and her term will end by February.
And we can't walk in this stuff because it's so deep. You just think. Sorry, I don't mean weird.
Tremendous sadness. A day of history as well. Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor, born 21st of April.
has declared a national state of emergency since this morning. It covers Northland, Auckland, Waikato.
If I could just start with a very simple question.
Any question you like.
How are you?
Oh, are you sure that is a simple question?
Fire crews are responding to more than 500 calls for help.
Quite a lot of flooding, been some evacuation, some roads and bridges are impassable.
And the protest, I mean, what the police were doing should have been done weeks ago. I think most of us agree with that. Costa yesterday saying the harm being done outweighs legitimate protest. I mean, that was fairly obvious.
That night, she disappeared underwater and she's been missing and things aren't looking great.
Oh, I am so sorry.
You actually messaged us and you said you've got a school camp that you need to pay for.
It's $250.
Jesus, where are they going? Camping in Hawaii?
I think it's Glen that they're going to.
Glen or the Hawaii of New Zealand?
Yeah.
So I get a text from a family friend and they say, "Hey Adam, don't forget to ask your mum and dad about what goes on going downhill in the gondola in the dark after a few drinks."
They must have a job, because most guys don't have jobs.
And what do you do for a job, Catherine?
I sell dildos.
What a pleasure.
I tell you, it's lovely to be here on The Rock. Short Ideas meeting, was it for the station name?
Here, do you know Meg cut like a dreadlock off one of her boyfriend's head? I think while he was sleeping or something and kept it in a box.
Oh, Meg!
What?
Oh, she's doing the off-air face.
Alicia, she knows that's Alicia Sneeze.
Oh, okay. Alicia knows nuts, that's Alicia D's.
After showering, do you dry yourself inside the shower, outside the shower?
Yeah, I've got a pretty big shower, but I just prefer to get out. If anybody's keeping time on that one, 55 minutes into the show before Fletch rubbed his wealth in everybody's face this morning.
The boys have complained, said you're not putting it on. What's going on?
You're not going to let them have it on today.
Hey, where's the radio at? Turn the shit up.
Auckland City and friend of mine. You sure got a friend in the breeze, in the breeze, in the breeze, in the breeze, in the breeze.
No mai haere mai to the New Zealand Radio Awards 2023. Please welcome to the stage your hosts, Heather Duplessis-Allen from News Talk ZB Drive, My FM Days host Kaylee, and from First Up on RNZ National, Nathan Rarere.
We're off to a good start.
We're off to a great start. Here we go.
Yeah. Oh, kia ora te whānau. Welcome to the New Zealand Radio Awards.
Tuia ki runga, tuia ki raro, tuia ki roto, tuia ki waho, tuia te here tangata, haumie huie,
tai kie. Tēnei ka mihi ki Ngāti Whatua o raka e ngā mana whenua o tēnei takiwā. Tēnā koutou katoa.
Tēnei ka mihi ki a koutou katoa i hui mai nei, e hono mai nei ki tēnei kaupapa nui o tātou. Tēnā koutou katoa.
Kia ora and welcome to the New Zealand Radio Awards 2023.
My name's Nathan Rarere. Kia ora to you.
I'm Heather du Plessis-Allen.
And, oh, fuck it. 1 + 1 + 1.
It ain't two.
I'm Kaylee.
Oh.
Thanks once again to Grant Brody and Isaiah Tua for the amazing audio and video for tonight.
Thank you to everyone for getting beautiful and coming out with us this evening. Good to see you all here. And to everyone too, of course, watching at home or at work, even if you're still there and you're joining us from around the country. So kia ora, and also talofa, because it's Samoan Language Week. I got you. Now, tonight we are gathered here to honour the power of a medium that has been a steadfast companion and a source of inspiration and entertainment for generations, radio.
We have said this many times over the past 3 years, but yet again, this past year was a year like no other. The year saw more unexpected events, both here and overseas. And the more recent challenges have meant local and network radio have been more important than ever to keep the entertainment, companionship and critical information broadcasting out to our listeners.
We had Tonga erupting, we had the parliamentary protests, Omicron made its presence felt, the borders reopened, thank God, the extreme weather events throughout the country.
Yes, indeed. Matariki's first public holiday, Auckland's media-loving mayor, the exciting Wayne Brown, the war in the Ukraine, and of course the passing of Queen Elizabeth II.
And as you know, radio told all of these stories live and as they were happening, connecting communities, informing regions and updating the nation.
Now, in an era where technology rapidly evolves and new forms of media emerge, it's of course essential that we take a moment to recognise the timeless impact of radio. From its humble beginnings to its present-day ubiquity, radio has woven itself into the very fabric of our lives, captivating hearts and minds across the globe. Radio has always been more than just a voice that's transmitted through the airwaves. It is a bridge that connects communities, transcending boundaries of culture, of language and of distance. It has the remarkable ability to bring people together, as we all know, fostering a shared sense of belonging, understanding and unity.
And throughout history, radio has been a champion of free speech, democracy and cultural diversity. It has served as a voice for the voiceless, amplifying the stories of the marginalised and shining a light on our social injustices. Now, from music that has moved us to the campaigns that have changed the course of history, radio has been an invaluable tool for advocacy and social progress. Even in an age dominated by, for all the koros and nannies out there, TikTok and Instagram, radio continues to hold a special place in our hearts.
Is that a shot at me?
Sorry, koro. It stimulates our minds and fuels our imagination, allowing us to paint vivid pictures with words and melodies.
Now, as you know, the power of radio lies not only in its ability to entertain, but also in its potential to inform and to educate. Now, whether it's breaking news, thought-provoking discussions or engaging interviews, radio has been a trusted companion, delivering vital information to listeners near and far. It's been a lifeline during emergencies and a catalyst for social change. So tonight, as we celebrate the best and the brightest, let us remember the profound impact that radio has had on all of our lives. Let us applaud the voices that have stirred our souls, the music that made our hearts skip a beat, and the stories that have transported us to different worlds.
Let's honour the dedicated broadcasters, producers, marketers, and creatives who continue to bring the magic of radio to our ears. Let's also recognise those in the industry who have produced such great work and are finalists this year. I'd also like to make a special mention of our colleagues in the industry at Today FM. Especially those who are finalists tonight. While radio may be a competitive industry, no one likes to see a radio station close. It is so good to have some of you here, and I know that some of you are tuning in online. So good luck to you all and all the finalists tonight.
Okay, so for those of us who are in the room and also those of us who are playing along at work, you may have seen the QR code pop up. There we go. Now, you would have seen that before we started. If you scan this code on your phone, take a selfie from wherever you are, you can do it in here as well, join our virtual audience, and we're going to check in on you all throughout the night and throughout the show.
Okay, so should we get underway? Good, let's get underway. Now, just a quickie. If you win an award this evening, ngā mihi, congratulations to you. The good news is you don't have to come up to make a speech, so that's pretty good, all right? So your award will be sent out to you because we care about the courier industry so much, so that is great. Now, however, if your section is requested to come up to receive an award, please do. You're welcome to come up if you like and receive it and just sort of walk off, or you could stay up and say a few words, and we've got some microphones here that we made earlier for you to use.
Just be mindful, if Can You Feel Me or Broken Wings starts to play, you will be hushed off the stage.
Yeah, it's one of those.
We are a joint effort again this evening. Heather and Nathan will begin, and I will be joining Nathan a little bit later. I'm going to go start those tequila shots.
Oh, it's going to be good.
Not yet, not yet. So, esteemed radio industry, it is New Zealand Radio Awards.
Don't you know, pump that up. You got to pump that up.
Here we go, everybody. You ready? You all right? Tensed up? We're good. Shake it out. Here we go.
Yep.
The first category celebrates those who bring the news to the world. It is Best News and Sport. So the first award in that category is Best News or Sports Journalist.
And the finalists are Anusha Bradley, RNZ National, Lydia Lewis, RNZ National, Samantha Ollie, RNZ National, Wilhelmina Shrimpton, Today FM.
And the winner is Wilhelmina Shrimpton, Today
The two
FM.
sergeants get out of the car and join around 10 other officers armed with rifles. They take aim at the black Mercedes while huddling behind the patrol vehicle where my producer Tom was taking cover.
The next award is Best News Story Team Coverage.
The finalists are 2022 Parliament Protest, News Talk ZB Network, Death of Her Majesty the Queen, Today FM, the death of Queen Elizabeth II, News Talk ZB Network, War in Ukraine, Today FM.
And the winner is War in Ukraine, Today FM.
Mr. President, if I could just start with a very simple question.
Yep, any question you like.
How are you?
Okay. Are you sure that that is a simple question? I think it's one of the difficulties.
Missiles have reportedly hit multiple Ukraine.
Next is Best Newsreader.
The finalists are Adam Cooper, News Talk ZB Network, Angie Skerritt, Today FM, Niva Retimanu, News Talk ZB Network, and Raylene Ramsey, News Talk ZB Network.
And the winner is Niva Retimanu, News Talk ZB Network.
And in breaking news on Sky News, we've just heard that the Queen has died peacefully at Balmoral this afternoon. Just in our breaking news from Sky News.
Best Sports Reader, Presenter or Commentator, the finalists are
Adam Cooper, News Talk ZB Wellington, Jason Pine, News Talk ZB Network, Darcy Waldegrave, News Talk ZB Network, and Elliot Birthday Buddy Smith, News Talk ZB Network.
And the winner is Jason Pine, News Talk ZB Network.
You want sport? Piney's got it. Weekend Sport with Jason Pine, News Talk ZB.
Here comes Clearbird, 15 metres to swim. Clearbird putting...
Can I just say all the constant cheering's really good for my self-esteem. The shirt isn't, but your cheering really is. There we go. The Best Sports Story Team Coverage. The finalists are Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games, News Talk ZB and Gold Sport. Ian Foster, the All Blacks Coaching Saga, News Talk ZB Network. Mark Peard Sports, Road to the World Cup Final, Today FM. The Black Ferns Rugby World Cup, News Talk ZB Network.
And the winner is Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games, News Talk ZB and
so
Gold
Hayden
Sport.
Wall makes the turn for home. He is in the lead.
Is he aware of the penalty? Who knows? But for now, Hayden Wild of New Zealand...
Oh, fantastic. Hey, congratulations to all the winners of Best News and Sport. Congratulations.
Right, this evening... Congratulations. This evening, obviously, we're thrilled to also shine a wee light on the 4 finalists for Network Station of the Year. Now, throughout the show, we're going to hear a small snippet from each. The first is The Breeze.
This is The Breeze.
Hopefully you're ringing me to tell me that I'm going to be taking my dad to Billy Joel.
And you are correct. You've won!
Excellent! Oh, thank you so much. That's amazing.
Are you going to the show?
Yeah, I'll be there.
It'd be funny if you said no.
Hi New Zealand, it's Robbie Williams. You're listening to New Zealand's #1 music station, The Breeze.
All right, the winner of that will obviously be announced at the end of the evening, so you'll have to hold tight for that. The next group of awards are for Best Programs. Now, these are sponsored by New Zealand On Air. First, Best Documentary or Factual Talk Feature.
And the finalists are Fentanyl by Today FM, Hair and Loathing, RNZ National, The Aotearoa History Show, RNZ National, NZ Aviators look back to their experience of the Second World War, RNZ National. And the winner is Hair and Loathing, RNZ National.
3, 2, 1. Oh, ow, ow, oh my goodness.
It's not what it sounds like.
If your mind went there, you're going to have to deal with that yourself. The next award is Best Daily or Weekly Feature Factual. The finalists are Media Watch, RNZ National, Voices, RNZ National, Our Changing World, RNZ National, Country Life, RNZ National. And the winner is Country Life, RNZ National.
Kia ora e te whānau. Welcome to Country Life. I'm Duncan Smith.
And I'm Sally Round. Great to have your company. Today, Cosmo...
Right, now for the Best Music Feature. And the finalists are Ka Pō Ka O, that's Rob Ruha and the Auckland Philharmonia RNZ concert. George Drives Does It Double, George FM. Well, one station went to the bathrooms early. George FM, Chillsville, George FM. Yeah. The Rock 2000, The Rock Network. Okay. And the winner is Ka Pō Ka O, Rob Ruha and the Auckland Philharmonia RNZ concert.
Best Access Radio Program. The finalists are Take It From Us, Planet FM, No Labels, Wellington Access Radio, Sugarloafing Arts, Cast Access, Radio Taranaki, The Jockey Club, Plains FM. And the winner is Take It From Us, Planet FM.
Take It From Us is the broadcast voice of lived experience of mental illness, addiction and disability. Revamped in 2022, we've spoken with dozens of guests who have shared their stories of mental distress and addiction.
Now the award for Best Children's Program. And the finalists are Kids Talk About Books by Tree Hut Limited, Storytime, RNZ National. Susie and Friends, Tree Hut Limited. Tez Gardi from Radio Tirana. It's Storytime, RNZ National. And the winner is... No. The winner is... I just didn't say... Calm down. Jeez. Sorry. The winner is Susie and Friends. Tree Hut Limited. Yes.
Susie and Friends. With Susie Cato.
Sorry, I thought I'd zoom through that and missed one. My apologies. There we go. Hey, thanks again to NZ On Air for sponsoring the Best Program category.
Now, our next category is Best Talk Host, sponsored by the RBA. The first award is Best Talk Presenter, Non-Breakfast or Drive.
The finalists are Early Edition, Kate Hawkesby, News Talk ZB Network, Marcus Lush Knights, News Talk ZB Network, Summer Barnett and James Daniels. Afternoons, News Talk ZB Network. And Saturday morning, Kim Hill, RNZ National.
And the winner is, and please welcome to the stage, Marcus Lush Knight's News Talk
Brian,
ZB
can you hear
Network.
me? Sorry for people. Brian. Your substitutions are there to improve.
Brian.
Team that's on.
Brian.
Sounding quite hopeless, feeling slightly overwhelmed. I don't know why, but look, I've got a very good producer with Dan. He's extraordinary, so that's part of the success for me. Very good boss, Jason, as well too. I haven't really got anything funny to say, which is kind of sad, but last night on Talkback, I had my first caller, and all he said was generated by AI. So he rang up and read things from the phone. And I thought, wow, how long have we got? Might only be 2 years, and we're just talking to people that will be actually AI callers. So I'd like to acknowledge all those other talk hosts as well that have to do those shows when people ring up, because it's terrifying. I mean, you don't know it. You know, I come off a ship no one's called. It's the worst feeling in the world. I'd like to acknowledge the other nominees as well too. So it's a big deal for me to get this too. So thanks very much. I appreciate it.
The next award is Best Talk Presenter, Breakfast or Drive. The finalists are the Mike Hoskins Breakfast, News Talk ZB Network.
Can I do this one?
Yeah, do you want to do this one?
Yeah, I'm going to do it. Heather du Plessis-Allen, News Talk ZB Network.
Lisa Owen, Checkpoint, RNZ National. And Susie Ferguson and Corin Dan, Morning Report, RNZ National. And the winner is, and please welcome to the stage, the Mike Hosking Breakfast.
Well, there's a range of measures we're looking at.
Yeah, like what?
We'll come back to you when we've got some decisions on that.
You don't know what they are. You're making this up as you go along, Toto.
I don't know anybody. Check to the mic, check 1, 2 from a crew coming through. Where you hype yet? Nowadays everybody wanna talk, but we got some no scribe. We ain't got nothing when I'm up in the live.
Sorry.
It's public shaming as well.
I'm excited to be here tonight because last year I won something and they asked me to film it because we weren't here. And what I said was reasonably profound, and it got overshadowed by the fact I was sitting at home next to a Chanel cushion. And because everyone's so superficial these days, all they looked at is, oh, he's got a Chanel cushion. Where do you get that from? Well, the answer is you get it from Chanel, for God's sake. In Rodeo Drive, I thought everybody knew that. And they were going, how much did that cost? Shitloads is the answer. Anyway. Hey, you want to see the King's shoes? There you go. They were shitloads as well. But here's the good thing, when you get trapped on the other side of the world and you weren't expecting to go to the Abbey, Boggs pays for it all. It's fantastic. I thank Sam and Michael and Glenn and Sydney who set up the program. Some shows have more producers than that, but doesn't work. Oh, come on, don't make it political. And Jason, who is the best boss in the business. And what's good about it is he meets people where they're at. And where I'm at the moment is I don't give a shit anymore and I'm just having a good time. And so my debrief every day involves me leaving the studio, at which point he's behind his desk in the corner because he's actually got 2 jobs now. He's the head of radio for all of NZME and the head of ZB in a money-saving exercise only Boggs could pull off with a straight face. And he goes, need anything? And I go, nah. And that's it. Now, for all of those of you who aren't as good as I am, don't ask your boss tomorrow to do that. You've got to earn that sort of shit. Most of all, Katie, I love you. Sensational. I'm a better person because of you, and a better person makes a better broadcaster. Is Willie Jackson here? Good luck in the election, mate. Thank you.
Nothing controversial about that at all.
Thank you again to the RBA for sponsoring Best Talk Shows. Hosts.
Let's check in on our virtual audience. Now, here's the QR code again if you haven't had a chance to do it. Question, have you uploaded your selfies? If you haven't, get a Chanel cushion. Do it. We'll have a look up there, see if we see... Have we got any selfies up here? Yeah, oh, there we go. Look at that. There's Paula Bennett.
Oh.
Anybody you recognise?
Is everybody?
No? All
Hey,
right.
Lorna. Here
They're
you
all
go.
having a
Looking
good
good.
time.
Everybody.
Okay, now to our first special awards of the night. They are to the Services to Broadcasting Awards. Now, these awards are sponsored by the AVC Group. These awards recognise broadcasters who've made an enormous contribution to radio in New Zealand over the years. They are professionals of their craft who have consistently delivered throughout their careers.
So our first award for services to broadcasting this evening is the wonderful Vicky Mackay. I heard her. Vicky has worked for Radio New Zealand for almost 3 decades. Has worked alongside many professional broadcasters and journalists. She's entered radio through a pretty circuitous route after career starters in the travel industry, nursing, and being a restaurateur for a number of years. Her years of speech and drama were the ideal foundation for an announcing audition at Radio Lakeland in Taupō, where she was constantly out in the community doing station promotions, fundraisers, news and weather reports. Now, I know she credits this early training as being the key to coping under pressure as a network newsreader in New Zealand's commercial years. In her current role as presenter of the RNZ all-night program and newsreader on First Up, everyone loves that, she ensures listeners are always informed. We would like to recognise Vicky Mackay for her dedication to serving the nation's airwaves by giving her this year's Services to Broadcasting Award.
Congratulations, Vicky. Our second Services to Broadcasting Award goes to Phil Quinney. Now, Phil first started his broadcasting position at Radio Caroline in Timaru in 1985. He moved to New Plymouth in 1987 to begin work as a broadcaster with the radio network, which is, of course, now NZB. Now, as an announcer with Radio Taranaki, he has had various roles, including hosting a breakfast show, local news presenter, and a well-known MC and local and national sports commentator. He continues to broadcast for NZB on a part-time basis. He has single-handedly managed to find financial support for the Saturday morning sports show that annually rates as the most listened to session in Taranaki. He has been a very community-minded citizen. He served 4 terms as a New Plymouth District Councillor. Through his auctioneering, he has also helped raise many thousands of dollars for various local charities. Now, he is regarded locally as a legend of radio in Taranaki and the voice of Taranaki. His professionalism and the impact he had on our medium is something we will not see for many years to come. It's time now for Phil Quinney to be acknowledged for his outstanding services to radio. Also a special mention, Bruce Appleton, who is a legend at NZME, is retired. He retired yesterday after 52 years at the company, which is longer than many of us have been alive. He won Services to Broadcasting in 2016, so go well, Bruce, and thank you so very much.
Radio is consistently something that we can be super proud of, and one of the areas that we are the most proud of is the ability to give back. Now, this next award celebrates radio doing something great for the community. It is the Best Community Campaign, and it is sponsored by Media Chaplaincy NZ.
The finalists are Fill the Bus, the Hits Rotorua, George FM 28-hour Give Back to Back George FM Network, Jono and Ben's Sausage Sizzle Tour of New Zealand, the Hits Network, and the Morning Rumble I Am Hope campaign, the Rock Network.
And the winner of Best Community Campaign is Fill the Bus! The Hits Rotorua.
The Hits presents Fill the Bus to the Salvation Army Food Bank.
Yeah, I am so excited to announce that the Hits Fill the Bus is back again. Already on board.
All right, it's time for something a little bit different. I'm going to be back soon, so for now, please welcome back our other host this evening from My FM, Kay Lee.
Girls, going for Beyonce right here. Bit of Beyonce, bit of J-Lo. Hey, but how amazing is Heather? She looks absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Heather. Look forward to you joining us again. Let's check out our second finalist for the Network Station of the Year, The Rock.
The Rock. Real rock.
Radio. Rog, Rice, Mole, Smell, The Rock's Morning Rumble.
What a pleasure. I tell you, it's lovely to be here on The Rock. Short Ideas Meeting, was it for the station name?
The Rock. Jay and Dunk.
There's a guy at work that has one leg shorter than the other, which causes his head to bob side to side. So they call him the sniper's nightmare.
The Rock. The Rock.
Oh, no wonder they're nominated. We will find out the winner of that award at the end of the show. Now let's go to our next award category, Best Content. This category awards all things content-based and those that make it. Videos, digital, producers, station promotions, imaging. Best Content is brought to you by RNZ.
Now, our first award is Best Show Producer or Producing Team Talk Show. And the finalists are Dan Goodwin, Marcus Lush Knights, News Talk ZB Network. The producing team, Morning Report, RNZ National. Laura Beattie, Laura Cunningham, Ants Milicic, Brooke Hobson, Heather Duplessis, Allen Drive, News Talk ZB Network. Michael Allen, Sam Caron, Glenn Hart for the Mike Hosking Breakfast, News Talk ZB Network.
And the winner is...
I'd like
Laura
Auckland
Beattie,
Council to sit in a room with a parent
Laura Cunningham,
who tries to get the
Anthony
kids out
Milich,
the door to school in the
and
morning
Brooke
and then
Hobson.
get back in time to see them before they go to bed at night and still cook dinner and still do the washing and still have some time for themselves in all of that day.
Congratulations, Heather. Next up, Best Show Producer or Producing Team Music Show.
And the finalists are Anna Henvest, Carwyn Jones, Jared Pickstock for ZM's Fletch, Vaughan and Haley on the ZM Network. Braden Priest for Auckland's Breakfast with Robert and Jeanette on the Breeze. Claudia Sykes, Ella Shepherd, Ben McDowell, Anastasia Lawson, ZM's Brian Clint ZM Network. Ben Humphrey and Joel Harrison, The Hits Breakfast with Jono and Ben, The Hits Network.
And the winner is... Braden Priest, Auckland's Breakfast with Robert and Jeanette, The Breeze.
Hey, Braden here, EP for the Breeze Auckland Breakfast Show with Robert and Jeanette. And 2022 was a huge year for us as I drove the show to break away from the lockdowns of the previous couple of years and live outside the studio.
Our next award is Best Video Long Form.
And the finalists are Behind the Absolute Scenes, Episode 4, Eden Park Eviction, the ACC Network. Behind the Absolute Scenes, Episode 1, Pop in the Cherry, the ACC Network. Behind the Raids, Children at the Wheel, Today FM. High and Die, The Fentanyl Problem, Today FM. And the winner for Best Video Long Form is High and Die, The Fentanyl Problem, Today FM.
Whether we like it or not, drugs are everywhere.
People who use drugs are just like everybody else. It's a broad cross-section of society, rich people, poor people, everybody.
Cocaine, MDMA, methamphetamine, LSD and marijuana.
It was the biggest cocaine bust in our history.
Wastewater drug testing has revealed methamphetamine use has...
Our next award is Best Video Short Form.
And the finalists are Rocktober, Booth Video, Radio Hauraki Network. Rocktober, Bar Video, Radio Hauraki Network. If you laugh, you're out, The Edge Network. Bear and Pie July, Radio Hauraki Network. And the winner for Best Video Short Form is Rocktober Bar Video, Radio Hauraki Network.
You boys here to whet your appetite for destruction?
We'd love a rocktail. Got something dangerous?
Guns and rosé.
More dangerous.
Prosecco killer.
Maybe something rowdy?
Motley brew?
How about something Irish?
Gin Lizzy.
Something American?
Fauna rum.
How about something mellow?
Bridge over soda water?
Something with a big voice.
Freddie Ackery.
Something simple but effective?
Fleetwood Mac and Coke.
How about something punky?
Drink 182.
Something on tap?
Pink Floyd, wish you a beer.
Have you got something heavy?
Tell you what, we do a good system of a downer in one.
Heavier.
Metallica lighter.
Heavier.
You know, we don't usually do this, but we could do a sip knot.
Oh, no. Too heavy. Not that heavy.
Okay,
Way
okay.
too heavy.
I got it. For you, Sarah, looks like a nice day for a white...
Wedding?
Wine. No, white wine. And for you, how's about it smells like 10 spirits?
Oh, yeah, what's in that?
Never mind.
It's Rocktober. We're serving up the greatest artists of all time on Radio Hauraki.
So now on to Best Network Station Promotion.
And the finalists are The Breeze Jingle, The Breeze Network. My Morning Cruise, 24-hour free throws for Youth Line, My FM Network. More FM's $10,000 Gondolathon, More FM Network. The Rock 2000, The Rock Network.
And the winner is The Breeze Jingle, Breeze Network. Now, the jingle was performed in New Zealand Sign Language too, making it now presented in all 3 official New Zealand languages. So now on to Best Single Market Station Promotion.
And the finalists are 100 Years of Radio Dunedin, Hillary and Fitzy's Canterbury Caravan Tour, The Breeze Canterbury. More FM's Christmas Elf Scavenger Hunt, More FM Queenstown Wanaka. The $5,000 Northland Tour, More FM Northland. The winner is Hillary and Fitzy's Canterbury Caravan Tour, The Breeze Canterbury.
It's Hillary and Fitzy on 94.5 Canterbury's Breeze.
I want to have this conversation with you, and I've just got to be a bit careful because I love you to bits, but your manhood's been questioned.
I'm glad you pulled the fader down on that one there,
like...
Sean. The next award is Best Station Trailer.
Okay, and the finalists are Sabbatical Radio Hauraki Network, The Edge Bieber Box for the Edge Network, The Edge ATM, the Edge Network, ZM's Bonus Banger for the ZM Network.
And the winner is The Edge ATM, the Edge Network.
Everyone wants a piece of me.
Hello, The Edge.
Hello?
What were you calling
What are you
calling for? Yeah, what are you calling for?
The ATM cash prize.
Oh, that's ages away. Hello?
Hi, it's on. I'm just making sure I've actually got the right phone number to give me a ring later on.
Hey, I'm also calling because of the ATM.
I'm just wondering, what time is the ATM?
Is this the Edge ATM? For the ATM?
ATM.
Stella, $10,000 is all yours.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh my God, you just won! Are you serious?
Congratulations, karawe. The next award is Best Station Imaging.
And the finalists are Josh Wood for More FM Network, Alistair Coburn, Sam Harvey, Zoe Norton, Tom Harper, Claire Challu, Bryony Wilson for ZM Network, Alistair Boys, Aaron Watkinson, The Hits Network, Grant Brody, Hamish Phipps, Martine Hareworth, Casey Sullivan, Regan White, Sin Howard and Richard Kolf for the Edge Network.
And the winner is Grant Brody, Hamish Phipps, Martine Hareworth, Casey Sullivan, Regan White, Sin Howard, Richard Kolf, the Edge Network.
E-D-G-E.
My name is Marshmallow.
Yo, this is Khalid.
Hit the music now. The Edge.
The next award is Best Digital Content.
Okay. And the finalists are the ACC for the ACC network, The Edge of the Edge network, The Rock of the Rock network, and I'm guessing ZM Online from the ZM network? Yeah, good, yeah, there it is, yeah.
And the winner is The Rock Network. Ka mau te wehe. The final award in Best Content brought to you by RNZ is the coveted Best Content Director or Content Team.
Nice, very good. The finalists are Will Maisie, Chris Edwards, Christian Boston, The Breeze Network, Jason Winstanley, Edwards Swift, Michael Allen, News Talk ZB Network, Brad King, Jack Honeybone for the Rock Network, and Ross Flayhive for the ZM Network. And the winner is Will Maisie, Chris Edwards, Christian Boston, the Bob News Network.
Hi New Zealand, it's Robbie Williams. You're listening to New Zealand's #1 music station, The Breeze.
Now, before we go on to the next award, we're going to check out the third finalist in our network Station of the Year, and it is News Talk ZB.
Every view from every angle.
Why is lawlessness and the scourge of ram raids being allowed to continue without any kind of consequence or punishment?
An ideologically driven and competent group of people are running this country.
When you put your clock back, it gets darker earlier.
No, hang on a moment. Fall back.
Get your calculator out.
It happens to me every year.
Brian! Can you hear me, Brian?
Yeah, I wondered when you were going to interrupt.
Are you telling me that since this little boy died, nothing has changed?
This place is a big part of the New Zealand media landscape. Was then, is now. If we get our way, always will be. News Talk ZB, still looking good.
All the names you can trust. News Talk ZB.
Now, the winner for that award will be announced at the end of the show. So the next award, named after Kevin Black, the Blackie, celebrates a golden moment of radio, and it's sponsored by Music Master Scheduling.
The finalists are Hayley's version, We Didn't Start the Fire, ZM Network. Marcus Lush Nights, Brian, Can You Hear Me? News Talk ZB Network. Meg's Blind Portrait, The Edge Network. Roger's 30th anniversary, The Rock Network.
And the winner is, and also please come up to the stage, The Rock Network!
And I know what you're thinking, is he that boring in bed?
No one
apparently no.
Who's coming in next?
Come on up, Rog.
Wait.
If you want to win an award, you've got to be here 30 years. I think that's how it works. 30 years, you might win something. Just quickly, Nathan and I used to do mid-dawns together, like in 1991. We used to ring each other mid-dawners, Hawke's Bay.
He sounded way bigger.
Mid-dawners Bay plenty. So, just quickly, it was an absolute surprise to win this. Absolute surprise to have the 30th anniversary show. I'd like to thank everyone on stage for making it happen. I didn't even know it was going to happen. Everyone from my past. Luckily, not everyone from my past turned up. And special thanks to Ryan Maguire, Bryce Mills, Jax, Brad King, our boss, everyone here. Thank you so much. Well, didn't expect this is going to be a great night. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's do it real quick.
Just on behalf of everybody at The Rock, massive congratulations to Rog on celebrating 30 years last year on The Rock. It was an obvious idea when Ryan, our producer, who is fantastic, came up with the idea that we'd do this show and get everybody involved. And yeah, we're really proud to work with Rog every day. He's one of the greats. He's a lovely guy, and this is really nice that we're able to share this and celebrate Rog tonight because he deserves it. I'd just like to also give a special shout out to Kevin Black, who the award is named after. This room is full of, you know, people that are going to be legends, that are legends, you know, whether it's people like Kim Hill, whether it's people like Marcus Lush, people that I look up to. Kevin Black was an absolute champion to a lot of us when I first started at The Rock. He gave me a job at his bar, Blackie's. He was such a good dude. I remember he walked in one night when I was doing my first ever night show, and he came in with a big joint, and he was like, "Smoke this." And I was like, "Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea, Blackie." And he goes, "It'll make you or break you." And I was like, "Wow." And he goes, "But I won't be fucking here because I don't listen to nighttime radio." Blackie was a legend. Roger's a legend. Thanks, everyone. Thanks to my wife.
Well done, Rog and the team at The Rock. Let's have another look at our virtual audience. Make sure you get your selfies in. You see the QR code, just scan it, follow the instructions. You can do it from the seat that you're sitting in. Let's have a look up here.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, it's moving quite fast. Is that Tammy?
There's always food at RNZ when I'm not there.
Oh, there's Azura.
Oh. Oh.
ZM, love it. Love it, whānau.
Okay, yes.
We are now thrilled to announce the winners of the following awards. Best New Broadcasters.
So, first up is the Best New Broadcaster Journalist. The finalists are Alice Stewart, RNZ National; Jason Walls, News Talk ZB Network; Jimmy Allingham, RNZ National; and Kirsty Frame, RNZ National.
And tonight, whānau, we have joint winners this evening. They are Jason Walls, News Talk ZB, and Jimmy Allingham, RNZ National.
A Kiwi slice of a significant international pie. Avatar's subsidies come through the government's Screen Production Grant, a cash rebate scheme to incentivise production companies to make movies in New Zealand. The ACT Party says subsidising...
The backbencher pub, they're pushing against the protesters. Protesters are heading backwards, and the police are yelling out, "Move and push." There's quite a few of them now. There's lots.
Well done. Next is Best New Broadcaster Off Air.
And the finalists are Caleb Greaves, The Rock Network; Joel Harrison, The Hits Network and the ACC; Joshua Hubbard, NZME; Laura White, The Edge Network. And the winner is Joshua Hubbard, NZME.
Next is Best New Broadcaster On Air.
And those finalists are Liam Rassi, More FM Coromandel; Matthew Pledger, More FM Network; Meg Wyatt, ZM and the Hits Network; Sophie Nathan, The Edge Network.
And the winner is Meg Wyatt, ZM and the Hits Network.
ZM. Brand new music on ZM. You've got Meg with you on your Sunday morning. You know what? If you're awake this morning already, you must have things to do, places to be, people to see, because I imagine there are some very tired people around the country today after the massive...
Congratulations to the winners and all the finalists, you shiny and bright futures of the industry, you. Yeah. Next category is no longer a newcomer and now a hotly contested category. It is Best Podcast, sponsored by the Radio Bureau. And the first is Best Entertainment Podcast, Episodic.
The finalists are the ACC Agenda Podcast, the ACC; Between Two Beers Podcast, the ACC; Not for Radio, the Rock Network; We Need to Talk with Tony Street, Coast and iHeartRadio.
And the winner is the ACC Agenda Podcast.
The bum got so squeaky that the ACC decided to plug into some new technology that NZ Rugby
I heard about this.
is running, the sphinctometer for Ian
Fozzie,
Foster.
yeah.
Fozzie's sphinctometer is something that I guess...
Okay, and next is Best Entertainment Podcast, Seasonal.
The finalists are Grey's Area, Love It Media, Rover. Did Titanic sink? RNZ. Socrates walks into a bar, MediaWorks, Rover. And what the F was that? MediaWorks, Rover.
The winner is That Woman I Can't Get Away From Her, Grey Areas, Love It Media.
What were the 2 words of your life, John?
Where's Petra?
There it was. Honestly.
Doesn't matter where you are.
The next is Best Factual Episode, Best Factual Podcast Episodic.
And the finalists tonight are Our Changing World, RNZ. Know My Town, RNZ. The Morning Rumble, The Rock Network. And The Detail, RNZ.
Now, once again, there are 2 winners for this one. Here are your winners. They are Our Changing World, RNZ, and The Detail, RNZ.
I'm pretty into sci-fi type things, and I always felt like I was diving on Europa because you descend through, 10, 15 meters of ice, and
I'm Sharon Brett Kelly, and I'm standing at the big concrete blocks at the entrance to the protest at Parliament here in Wellington.
Next is the Best Factual Podcast, Seasonal.
The finalists are ASB Level Up Season 1 MediaWorks Rover, Crimes NZ RNZ, The Elephant in the Bedroom RNZ Tahi FM, The Aotearoa History Show RNZ.
Just one winner this time. The winner is the Aotearoa History Show, RNZ.
Paul William Raytheon, mate. I'm one of the co-hosts of RNZ's Aotearoa History Show, a show all about, well, the history of Aotearoa. Let's kick off this highlight reel with a clip from the second episode of our...
And next is Best Podcast by a Radio Show. The finalists are The Matt and Jerry Show Podcast, Radio Hauraki. The Mike Hosking Breakfast News Talk, ZB Network. Rock Drive with Jay and Dunk, The Rock Network. And ZM's Fletch, Fawn and Haley, ZM Network.
And the winner is Rock Drive with Jay and Dunk for the Rock Network.
Lara, what was your classic stitch-up slow burn?
So when my husband and I first started
All right.
going out,
Sorry,
he was a really
Nato.
bad snorer. And what he told me was when he lay on his back.
It's time to switch you out.
I'll switch you out, excuse me.
I think they want someone who can actually speak English back on the stage.
Exactly.
Honestly, you should have heard us in rehearsals. Both me and Nato were just fumbling everywhere. Please welcome back to the stage, Heather Duplessis-Allen.
Ngā mihi nui ki a koe, Kaylee. All right, I am very proud to be back to introduce one of tonight's premier awards. This is the Outstanding Contribution to Radio Award. It is sponsored by Radio Tirana. I'd like to welcome Jaina Ranguni, the chair of the Broadcasters Association, to the stage to announce this award.
You'll see now why this is on a piece of paper and not on the auto cue. 2023's recipient of the radio industry's premier award for outstanding contribution goes to a man who comes from Gore and started his journalism career at the Southland Times. He's been a journalist since the 1970s, with the last 2 decades spent in the Parliamentary Press Gallery. Most recently, he was political editor for News Talk ZB, considered one of the country's most experienced political broadcast journalists, and was described by Bill Francis as the father, and I think jokingly he suggested the grandfather of the gallery. Through his work, he's known and travelled with 7 Prime Ministers, the first of whom was Sir Robert Muldoon. Both Helen Clark and John Key provided messages in his farewell and recognised the leadership he demonstrated in the gallery and media, and thanked him for his candid advice, including telling Key to put his big boy pants on and just do a deal with Winston. He's met many great world leaders, including Nelson Mandela, Margaret Thatcher, Jimmy Carter, Bill Clinton, and of course most of the Australian Prime Ministers. He's driven to uncover the real story, look at all sides of it, but also provide in-depth analysis for the average man and woman. He held those in power to account on air and off air when he was talking to them too. He has his own unique style, his own unique voice, and he changed the face of political reporting on radio and in fact the media in New Zealand. Barry Soper, thank you for your outstanding contribution to radio, and please come to the stage.
All I can say about this is that my wife is a good bullshitter. I said to her when I knew she was presenting the awards, tell me who's got them. And she said, I can't tell you. And she didn't tell me. And she said, they've got somebody that has made a contribution to radio. He's an unknown. I've never heard of him before. And that's the only clue I got. So it probably puts me in my place. But look, this is a complete surprise, and I'm truly honoured to get this award. Radio has been my life. It's been fantastic. Over 40 years in the Parliamentary Press Gallery. I've travelled with more than 7 Prime Ministers. Chippy's my 12th. And I haven't travelled with him, but I travelled with the other 11 quite extensively. Politics is a great game. It's an interesting game. It's important to our country, and I think it's very important for politicians to be held to account. And I'm extraordinarily proud to work for News Talk ZB, because I think they certainly do hold politicians to account. I won't go on, but only to say that this is the industry I love, and thank you for honouring me tonight. It really is very humbling. Thank you.
Don't worry, Heather, I didn't leave any lipstick on him.
Thank you, Jana. Congratulations to you, Barry. On to the Best Marketing and Integration category, sponsored by MediaWorks. Marketing, sales, ads. These guys make both the stations and the clients obviously sound amazing.
Firstly, Best Marketing Campaign. And the finalists are Jono and Ben, Kids Call the Shots, The Hits Network. Bear and Pie July, Radio Hauraki Network. Gold Sport Commonwealth Games, Gold Sport. The Edge 50K Flatmate, The Edge Network.
And the winner is tonight, Jono and Ben, Kids Call the Shots, The Hits Network.
Hey, Carson and Jimmy, how are you? Welcome to the podcast intro. The 15th of September. Did you ever dream? How long are you? How old are you guys?
I'm 11.
11?
I'm 9.
So, in your 11 and 9 years on the world, did you ever think you would be on a podcast intro?
Next, we have Best Client Promotion and Activation.
The finalists are Matt and Jerry, live from the Hot Springs Pub, Black Clash, Radio Hauraki Network. Prezi Card Sinbin, The Morning Rumble, The Rock Network. The Edge 50K Flatmate with Dosh, The Edge Network. The Hits Jono and Ben's $10,000 chip pick with Heartland Chips, The Hits Network.
And the winner is The Hits Jono and Ben's 10,000 chip pick with Heartland Chips.
The Hits.
Jono, how did you convince
convince me to do this again? Ben, you know I wanted to be an astronaut when I was a kid, and, well, you just got to go along with whatever stupid ideas I have. It's kind of our thing. I hate it when you're right. Oh, whoa, don't do that. They'll go every... Sorry, I forgot the whole zero gravity thing.
Jono and Ben's Out of This World chip with Heartland Chips.
Hey, Mission Control, I've got some chips in the cockpit.
It's taking off Monday on the Hits.
Now, Ben, yesterday I said I'd signed you.
All right, next we have Best Sponsorship Partnership.
And these finalists tonight are Billy Joel on The Breeze Network, DB Export and the Alternative Commentary Collective, the ACC. Survive the Drive, The Breeze Network. And the Hits, Jono and Ben's Out of This World mashup Heartland Chips, the Hits Network.
And the winner is, for Best Sponsorship and Partnership, Billy Joel on The Breeze Network.
The Breeze and Live Nation are excited to announce Billy Joel for one night only. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, New Zealand, Billy Joel.
Right, Best Effective Commercial Campaign is the next award, and our finalists for this one are ASB Business Insight, News Talk ZB Network. Does It Do What a Daikin Does? NZME.
Do the voice, do the voice.
Does It Do What a Daikin Does? Kiwi Hire Group, Loudmouth Productions. And Yellow, Today's the Day, NZME.
And the winner is...
Do the voice.
Does it do what a Daikin does?
Before you choose a heat pump, ask yourself, does it do what a Daikin does? Daikin does service with a specialist dealer support network that covers the country. Daikin does health with flash streamer technology to help purify your air. And Daikin does reliability with over 90 years of expert research.
Time for Best Creative Commercial Campaign. And the next finalists are Drive Safe West Coast Distraction Series, NZME. Te Rangi Hayata Gambling, NZME Hawke's Bay. NRC Road Safety Strategy 2022, MediaWorks. And Water Safety in the Water, MediaWorks.
And the winner is... NRC Road Safety Strategy 2022 MediaWorks.
Your motorcycle, there's so much riding on it. There's your whānau, your kids, your partner,
mum and dad,
your mates,
work colleagues,
community.
When you're on the road, it's not just you.
It's all the people that rely and care about you. Because if you crash,
next
we
up,
all do. Sign up for Ride Forever training. Free in Northland.
After that commercial break, Best Commercial Production. Let's check out the finalists. They are
Coast Chem Dry, A Carpet Will Rise, NZME Greymouth. NRC Never Give Up, MediaWorks. NRC BPM, MediaWorks. Water Safety Get Wet Waikato, MediaWorks.
And the winner is NRC BPM, MediaWorks.
It's a fact. When the audio is slower, you drive slower. So we've slowed the BPM so you can slow yours. On behalf of other drivers, you're welcome.
That was good.
I could get with that.
Deserve to win.
Next up, Best Single Commercial. The finalists are NRC Never Give Up, MediaWorks. Noisyland Jingle Famous, MediaWorks. NRC BPM, MediaWorks. Te Rangi Hayata Gambling, Lost Family, NZME Hawke's Bay. And the winner is NRC Never Give Up, MediaWorks.
Dad, is that your seatbelt alarm?
Yep.
Come on, are you going to buckle up?
Yep. Just hang on a sec, sorry.
Dad, are you going to wake up? Dad, wake up. Buckle up. Dad! Buckle wake up. Dad!
Sorry, doing it now.
Never give up until they buckle up.
Next award in Best Marketing and Integration is Best Voice Talent. And the finalists are Tom Harper, ZM Network. Hamish Nixon, MediaWorks. Sin Howard, The Edge Network. Hayley Darth, NZME. And the winner is Hamish Nixon, MediaWorks.
Kei roto e te pauri, te marama e whiti ana. Through perseverance and hope, we will overcome.
The Edge, I tautoko ana i te wiki o te reo Māori.
Buckle up and get ready for the bold and flavourful...
The final award for this category is Sales Team of the Year.
And the finalists are NZME Agency, NZME Christchurch, MediaWorks Auckland Direct Sales Team, NZME Auckland Direct Sales.
And the winner for Sales Team of the Year is NZME Christchurch.
Well done, good stuff. Now we have our final finalist for the Network Station of the Year, and it is ZM.
ZM's Fletch Vaughan and Hayley.
So I frequent the laser hair removal clinic. When they're doing the full Brazil, you do the front, and to every front there is a back.
Now, is that broken down in the price?
No, it's extra.
It's extra to go west.
To go west. Anyway, so we were done. She left the room without
heading west.
I couldn't find the voice to say, I think you might have created a bit of a mullet situation.
Play ZM.
Right, Congrats to The Breeze, The Rock, News Talk ZB and ZM for being our 4 Network Station of the Year finalists. We will be announcing this very, very soon, so just hang on a wee bit longer. Our next category in the meantime celebrates the people who have what it takes to support this industry. Associated Craft is sponsored by RCS.
And the finalists are MediaWorks Partnerships Team, NZME Commercial Integration Team, MediaWorks Trade Marketing Team, and NZME Trade Marketing Team. The winner tonight is MediaWorks Partnerships Team.
From humble beginnings on the East Coast to a world-renowned festival experience in its 20th year, George FM couldn't be prouder to present Rhythm and Vines.
Gisborne's award-winning multi-day music festival returns with its first release of acts. Tasked with bringing the party to the 20th anniversary celebration of Rhythm and Vibes.
New Zealand is fucking where it's at. If you love music, well, you're in the right fucking country.
Yeah! Let's get this lineup going.
Hidden Valley Festival 2022.
Right. Now, we know that working in radio is more than just any old job. In many ways, we become like family, so it is always poignant when we lose some of our own.
In recognition of those colleagues we have lost this year, please join us in a moment for remembrance.
She said, hello, mister, pleased to meet you. I wanna hold her, I wanna kiss her. Gonna take her for a ride on a PJ plane. Gonna take her for a ride on a PJ plane.
Such amazing people, thank you. Kia tau te rangi maari e ki runga e ngai iwi o te ao. Let your peace reign on all the people of the world. Ka hore tātou e wareware I a rātou ke tua o te arai. We will never forget those beyond the veil. Whew. We now have our second section of the Services to Broadcasting Awards. These awards are sponsored by AVC Group. A reminder, these awards recognise broadcasters who have made an enormous contribution to radio in Aotearoa over the years. Professionals of their craft who have consistently delivered throughout their careers.
Roger Farrelly. Our next recipient landed his first radio gig at 17 at Tauranga Station Coastline FM. And his distinctive deep voice outrageous humour and lively energy have graced New Zealand airwaves ever since. In 1994, he started on The Breakfast Show at The Rock, where he remains to this day. And in 2022, he celebrated 30 years at the station. He is such an important part of that station, they even changed their name to The Rog on the day of his anniversary. Thousands of Kiwis rely on his irresistible humour and his contagious laugh to kick their day off. He is that guy at the table at the pub who you want to be with. He is funny, he's bullshit-free, he's inclusive, he is helpful, he is honest, he makes his audience laugh, he has infectious chemistry. His dedication and his passion to the industry has not waned in more than 30 years, and he still brings to the station a smile and the excitement of being on air every single day. Roger Farrelly's contribution is undisputed, and we thank him for his services to broadcasting.
Now, we don't usually ask our service to broadcasting winners to the stage, but for our next recipient tonight, we are making an exception because his award also marks a significant milestone for the industry. Now, 2023 marks 30 years of Pacific radio broadcasting in Aotearoa, and tonight we will honour one of the pioneers of Radio 531 PI and Pacific Media Network, George Mungatonga. Pacific Media Network delivers radio programming in 11 languages and is our Pacific-owned, managed and operated radio network. Tonight marks the first time the awards have recognised the significant contribution Pacific Media Network has made to our radio broadcasting landscape. George joined Radio 531 PI in 1994, about a year after the station went to air. He was attending a diploma course at School of Audio Engineering Institute in Parnell and came to them as an intern. There were very few trained Pacifica Sound engineers back then. When he walked in the door, they immediately saw a win-win opportunity, a bilingual sound engineer who one of the key 7 languages on the station. At the time, they had an old analogue desk with a hand-me-down equipment from a variety of sources, and it was up to him to cobble these bits together. While most of the stations were moving into the digital mode, the station was using their discarded cart machines, tape recorders and cassettes to be able to broadcast, and George was expected to be available for long hours and on the weekends. These days, his work ethic remains. His dedication and willingness is the heart of 531 PI and New FM brands, and he is a treasured station stalwart to this day. George Mungatonga, we thank you for everything that you've done and for everyone that you have touched. You are the epitome of professionalism and enthusiasm, and it is an honour to give you a Services to Broadcasting Award. Now, accompanying George on the stage to accept this award is the founder and inaugural station and manager of Radio 531 PI, Mr. Sefita Hau'uli.
Huvanga whakatapu, pia whakamaro atu ki whaiwhatongia I e pōni. Heather, you've done fantastic job of the seeing Barry. He will tell you about our night at the South Pacific Hotel in 1984. That's a secret. Not quite like that. That's paying you back, yeah. I was responsible, George, for putting you in the spot that you were in tonight. But it took 30 years, and it's just so wonderful to be able to come out and recognize this tonight. I also want to recognize a few of the names we've seen tonight. Gordon Dryden, the late Gordon Dryden, bless his soul, gave Pacific Broadcasting a view of what life could be if talkback were to enable your listeners to come back and tell the rest of the world what the issues are. So Heather, you've continued a wonderful tradition for whom we owe Gordon Dryden. Brian Chamberlain from Radio Pacific, and Robert Chaffairs, for those of you who have been in the radio industry in the 50s, 60s, forgive this old dinosaur from naming these names. But without them, George and I probably would have been up on the stage tonight. Because we said, as the rest of you entered the digital age, we were finding our feet with the analog. And thank you for the hand-me-downs, because without that, we wouldn't be where we are today. George, come on, I know you're shocked and surprised, but here it is.
It's an honor to receive this. It's never about me, it's all about the brand. Pacific Media Network, this is for you.
Congratulations to you, George. All right, let's check out all of your beautiful faces on the selfie wall. If you haven't sent one in, do it now. This is your last chance. The QR code is on the screen. You just need to scan it, follow the instructions.
Come on, JJ Flinney, I see the phone out. Do a quick selfie. Come on. Come on, put another one up there. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, some of the hard workers still in the office.
There they are. There's JJ and Flinney.
We got one from the minister? Have we got one from the minister?
Wait, Willie, where are you?
Come on, mate. Show your support for the industry.
Who snuck that in tonight? Someone's doing a shot.
Someone's having too good a time over here, obviously. It's not evidence of anything. Now, our next category tonight is sponsored by the Radio Broadcasters Association. It's Best Music Hosts. This salutes the skills and the talents of radio's most successful personalities.
Kicking off with our first award, Best Show Non-Surveyed Market.
The finalists are More FM Breakfast with Andrew Leataoa, More FM Taupo, Bevan for Breakfast, More FM Gisborne and Wairoa, Central Otago's Breakfast Club with Joel, More FM Queenstown and Wanaka, and Gibbo's Drive Show, Sun FM.
And the winner is Bevan for Breakfast, More FM Gisborne and Wairoa.
Showing our true Gisborne and Wairoa colours.
Your local breakfast club with Bevan.
98.9 More FM.
It's our mate's roommate, Mangapapa's school.
From the first city to see the sun.
Our next award is for Best Local Music Host.
And the finalists are Amber Russell, More FM Canterbury, Blair Kitty, The Breeze Nelson, Blair Dowling, The Hits Waikato, and Lauren Mabbott, The Hits Bay of Plenty.
And the winner is Amber Russell, More FM Canterbury.
It's More FM's Workplace Social Club.
It is 6:60 before you leave on 92.1 Canterbury's More FM. And joining the Breakfast Club for a chat this morning, Christchurch kid Barnaby, who found...
Harawe, congratulations. Best Music Network Team. The finalists are The Hits Drive with Brad and Laura, The Hits Network. JJ and Flinney, More FM Network. Rock Drive with Jay and Dunk, The Rock Network. ZM's Bree and Clint, ZM Network.
And the winner is JJ and Flinney, More FM Network.
Hello.
Hi, is that Vicky?
Oh, no way.
Vicky, it's JJ and Flinney from More FM.
Oh, my God, no.
The next award is Best Local Team Show, and the finalists are Auckland's Breakfast with Robert and Jeanette, The Breeze Auckland, Northland's Breakfast Club with John, Flash and Toast, More FM Northland. Manawatu's Breakfast Club with Mike and Gareth, More FM Manawatu. And the Hits Breakfast with Callum and P, the Hits Dunedin. And the winner is Northland's Breakfast Club with John, Flash and Toast, More FM Northland.
Northland's Breakfast Club with John, Flash and Toast.
Proud Northlanders.
91.6
More FM.
I feel like we need a Northland version of that. Where would we go if we were...
The next award, Best Music Network Host. And the finalists are Charlotte Ryan, RNZ National. Sean Hill, The Edge Network. Tracy Donaldson, Radio Hodaki Network. Robert Scott, The Breeze Network.
And the winner is... some suspense. Robert Scott, The Breeze Network.
The Breeze Drive Home nationwide with Robert Scott.
The other day, you might remember, I felt like I was being told off by the self-checkout voice at the supermarket.
The next award, Best Music Network Breakfast Show. And the finalists are The Breakfast Club, More FM Network. The Morning Rumble, The Rock Network. The Hits Breakfast with Jono and Ben, The Hits Network. ZM's Fletch Vaughan and Hayley, ZM Network.
And the winner is, and welcome to the stage, ZM's Fletch Vaughan and Hayley, ZM Network.
I love baked beans.
I love baked beans. I love baked beans. I love baked beans.
Fletch, Vaughan, Hayley, come on down.
All the way up there, it's a huge way to come down. We'll put them in the cheap seats, haven't we?
Thank you. Shoes from Number One Shoe Warehouse. We'll be asking Bogsy for the allowance next year.
Yeah. $20 at EB Games, Bogsy. That's good value. And this I had, you can tell because it was mouldy on the back when I got it out of the cupboard today. Hayley can't be here. She's at a baking show. She hosts, what is it? Cookies and Cakes, the New Zealand baking show.
Yeah.
What?
The Great Kiwi Bake Off.
Great Kiwi Bake Off. Yeah. Thanks. The other people in this, we honestly didn't think it was happening, man. The Rock, you guys have had the most fucking amazing year. Like, you've raised more money for the charity than charity knows what to do with. You guys are legends. More FM, Gary was there last year. That guy's a legend in the game. He's been there forever. And who else? Jono and Ben, of course. I'm fucking with you. See them every morning. They always wave. They're nice boys. They're the nicest guys in radio. Thanks so much. Thanks to our producing team. Anna's in Australia now. She's on big Australian money. But Carwin and Jared, we couldn't do it without you guys. You're legends. Jared, you deal with all the tech stuff that goes wrong. And now that Bruce is retired, you are truly fucked. And Carwin, you deal with the sort of hot mess that wears a beanie and a Pikachu t-shirt to a radio awards. And Anna, well, she gets Australian money now, so she doesn't need anything else. But and thanks to Ross and everybody at ZM, you guys rule. Great team. Thanks heaps.
The next award to be awarded this evening is one of the most prestigious awards in New Zealand Radio Awards, the Sir Paul Holmes Broadcaster of the Year Award. Thanks to NZME for sponsoring this one. 50 industry judges are asked to select the broadcaster who embodies the attributes of the legendary Sir Paul Holmes. Brave, courageous, clever, challenging, and prepared to make an impact. They must also demonstrate a passion for radio and a desire to engage and entertain listeners on a daily basis.
This year's winner, for the third year in a row, is Mike Hosking. The Mike Hosking Breakfast continues to be the most listened to show on commercial radio because he is all of those things. And in 2022, with the Parliament protest, crime, the cost of living crisis, the Ukraine war, the Queen's death, his coverage ensures that his audience stays in the know. He delivers all of that and he delivers some more. He is a highly credible host, intelligent, funny, smart, witty and sharp. He can tear apart any interview subject if he wants to, but equally he can turn on the charm and the personality with humour. He is loved by many. He is hated by a tiny number of very grumpy people. Very grumpy people. But he has the characteristic that all great radio talent has, right? Which is that he puts it all out there and he is not afraid to say and do what he believes in. He is our industry's most well-known broadcaster for very good reason. There is no doubt that Mike Hosking is a deserving winner of the 2023 Sir Paul Holmes Broadcaster of the Year.
Oh, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Oh, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Oh, bitch, get out.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Can I just issue a plea tonight? I want somebody else to win this. And I mean it. I shouldn't be winning this every year. I'm grateful to win it every year, but what I do, and they're lovely words, and every year I appreciate it. And I'm at a stage in my career now where, as I said earlier, and I'm almost serious, I don't give a shit. Because every day I have so much fun. You reach a certain point in your career and in your life where it's just all pure joy. I was talking to Michael Bublé the other day. And he was agreeing with me. And it's at moments like that he goes, it's all cream on the cake. You've done enough. You've got nothing more to prove. And so every day is just a joy to be on the radio. I missed Jacinda. You missed Jacinda, Willie? No? Good luck in the election. I started out in 1982 at the age of 16. And the only reason I tell you this story is I don't feel like an old fart because Barry's here tonight, and any time you're in the room with Barry, it's like you're feeling so much younger. I interviewed Nelson Mandela back in 1973. But it's a joy to see people like Barry and winning these awards. And the industry, although it's full of young people these days, as it should be, there's still a few of us left who've got a bit of institutional knowledge, who have been around a bit, seen a bit, can remember a few things, know that most things that come around have come around before, and that's of value. And that's what I think I contribute to the industry these days. It's why, to be blunt, I think I'm successful in the morning. I hold the government to account. I hold no fear of holding the government to account. There's a market in holding the government to account. 27 chair in Auckland, Willie. Number one in every market in the country bar Northland, Willie. What's happening in Northland? So this is just sheer joy. And all I would encourage you to do is be yourself. Be authentic. Don't be afraid. Don't get your ideas and thoughts from TikTok. Work them out for yourself. Be authentic so that next year I'm not here and somebody as good as me, if not better, gets this. Thank you.
Ka nui te mihi, Mike. Congratulations again. And thank you once again, of course, to NZME for sponsoring that award. Now, our final category, sponsored by GFK, is Station of the Year, which pays tribute to radio's best.
Local Station of the Year. The finalists are 1XX, More FM Gisborne and Wairua, More FM Manawatu, and More FM Northland.
The winner is, and please welcome to the stage, 1XX Radio Bay of Plenty.
We love the Bay, 90.5, 1XX. We are walking and talking and moving and grooving and hipping and hopping and picking and bumping. Who's about to be a page? Better take a stand. You gotta wake up that thing in your hand. Looking all around, man, trouble to be found. Make sure when you find it that you get it, say it loud. Gotta go free, need, pick up, repeat my right, turn around, jacket.
Wow. We had some fantastic competition. Statistically, I didn't think we'd get there, but really, I have to say that 1XX epitomises local radio. That's what it's all about, and I'm just so grateful for a couple of our people here. Colin McGee, who is a long-term personality, very well known, very community focused, and Kieran, who produces our entries, and without him we wouldn't be here. So thank you very much.
I think it's a very important point to just acknowledge Glenn Smith. He started at 1XX 1974, turns up and is told he's on air in about an hour's time. And he's only just a couple of weeks ago sold the station. It's going to remain locally owned and operated. So a good time to honour Glenn Smith, 49 years with 1XX.
Give them another round of applause. 1XX.
And now, last but not least, Network Metropolitan Station of the Year. Now, this award is sponsored by GFK. Nathan, kei hia koe. Where are you? Come out for this one too, please.
Where are you hiding?
Where actually is he? Oh.
I was just seeing what that smoke machine does.
Yeah, cool, all right, just having a good time. We'd also like to welcome the Minister for Broadcasting, Willie Jackson, to present the award.
Willie, do I ask, would you like to kōrero a couple of words?
Oh, kia ora tātou. Can I first of all thank Mike Hoskins for all his support? You know, I was quite humbled when he wished us all the best. As you all know, he's a great supporter of Labour and the government. So mihi nui kia koe, Mike. Be great to get an interview on your show one day. I don't think I've had one for about 3 years, but thanks very much. And to your wife, Kate, all the best, Kate. We know you're a great supporter of Māori language broadcasting. Thanks very much, Kate. And then there's Heather. Heather, thank you, Heather, for all your support. She's another great supporter. But I want to mihi to my old mate, Barry Soper. He's been, I don't know, he went off me, Barry, but he's been a good, seriously, he's a great contributor to New Zealand broadcasting, and even though you didn't invite me to your farewell, we still love you. Chippy's behind you. Thanks very much, Barry. All the best to you, mate. Thanks very much. Can I say, just before I announce this winner, all the best to the RBA. I think Jane is doing a great job in terms of strengthening broadcasting. All the best also to all the radio people out there. You know, I mean, we know because of radio we've got great music going through the airwaves, and without radio, where would we be with the cyclones and everything else? So thanks very much. Mihi nui kia koutou. And I'm announcing the winner of this big award. Somebody's going to pass that to me, are they?
The finalists for tonight's awards first.
The finalists.
The
finalists are
The Breeze, The Rock, News Talk ZB, and ZM.
ZM.
Do you want to say it, Willie? Would you like to announce it?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
Willie.
here comes.
Willie's going to announce it.
The winner is
News Talk ZB.
That's right.
New Zealand's #1 commercial radio station. This is News Talk ZB News.
Atu ana, e hui mai anō.
Well, we're running quite late, so I'll make this very short. Congratulations to the other finalists in this category, The Breeze, The Rock and ZM3, great radio stations. Absolutely delighted to win this award for ZB. 2023, or 2022 was a crazy year for us in lots of ways. And was a very busy one from a news perspective. This team, day in, day out, deliver an amazing product, whether they're producers, our news and sport journos, our hosts, the back room, Anne-Marie, you're the only one I'm going to single out. You hold this motley bunch of all of us together, Anne-Marie. We absolutely love you. Thanks to all the other parts, to Bogsy and the rest of the exec team, and all the other parts of NZME who look after this team and make it one of the best to work with in the business. So thank you so much. We're going to celebrate tonight, Bogsy. It might be expensive. I know I have to pay for it personally, so I'm glad it's payday tomorrow for everyone at NZME. But thank you so much to the judges as well, and what a great radio station to walk for. Thank you so much. Well done, well done, well done.
Congratulations once again to News Talk ZB, Station of the Year.
Yeah, no, I'll come in for a drink. Be good. You guys going for a drink? You going for a drink? Oh, okay, so I'll be down there. Okay.
It's like herding cats, isn't it?
It is.
There you go. Yep.
You can start. Do you want to start?
There we go.
You want to go?
They're actually
Okay.
staying on longer just to hog a bit more limelight, I think.
I'm sure everyone wants to get to the after party, right?
I know you do.
Now, where am
I don't look. Hey, thank you so much for being a great audience. Obviously, congratulations to all of the winners and the finalists.
And thank you so very much. We need to obviously say to the sponsors that make this night possible, NZ On Air,
Radio Broadcasters Association,
Media Chaplaincy NZ,
Radio Tirana,
Radio New Zealand,
the Radio Bureau,
RCS,
Media Works,
NZME,
GFK,
AVC Group,
Music Master Scheduling,
Rembrandt,
Harmony,
and Catherine Wilson.